So can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So before going into concepts, okay, first of all, I need to tell you how to upload a Python file. Whenever an assignment was given to you, okay, so just download that file in any specific location and try to click on the upload, or you just go through the downloads here. Okay, so mine is having some specific location. So this is the area where the Python notebooks are going to save. So assignment, you can see this, right? So the green color is nothing but a kernel was already started and it is running now. So when I try to click on this, open it in a new tab. Now you got it. So these are the questions I have given you as an assignment. What you shall do is just make mark on this and try to drop down, try to code. You understood?
Yep.
So everyone is getting understood. So if you're not getting understood, just inform me or come to my private chat so that I can go deep into this in informing you what is the things we are going to learn. So now you got it. So this is the way we have to upload the IPython notebook. Got it?
Yep.
So the last class we have been, we stopped at the concept called Python keywords. So the Python keywords is nothing but a unique reserved keywords that used as keywords as a variable, function, or other identifiers, right? So I've just informed you that there are 10 types of keywords: value keywords, operator keywords, control flow keywords, iteration keywords, structural keywords, written keywords, import keywords, exception handling keywords, asynchronous programming keywords, and variable handling keywords. So each one has its own importance in Python programming. Okay, so just understand what is the keyword value keyword now, one by one. So the value keywords are used to denote values. It's either true or false. So these values are single values. So I'm just sharing you this Python notebook. Okay, don't worry for this. So till now, what I have covered. Okay, I will be sharing my notes in the Python notebook. Okay, is everyone okay?
Yep. I'm good.
Yes.
Sir, join.
So this is the first key value keywords. So the value keywords are nothing but to denote the values. Okay, either it might be true or false. So is this a true one? 1 equal to 1, right? So like this, some operations we can identify whether it might be a true or false. So these are the inbuilt keywords. Okay, we don't need to specify any library to work out on these functions. So these are the inbuilt keywords. Second one is operator keywords. Control keywords is nothing but condition logic, which performs a condition logics and execute code with certain conditions. So I will be dealing with this today. Okay, if elif. Okay, iteration keywords. Iteration is nothing but looping. So I'm getting some noise. Can you please mute it? So the basic syntax is for loop and the element and the conditions. Okay, I will be dealing with this. Okay, now. So this is an example for this. So this is the for loop example, and this is while loop example. Just understand this. Okay, the same number displaying 5 to 10. Okay, for x in range 5 to 11, just print of x. While loop n is less than 11, just print n plus 1 equal to 1. So it will print the same formula. I mean the same result. Okay, in the opposite way. Next is the structural keywords, which defines the structure of certain piece of codes, like defining class. I mean, in the next further classes, we are going to deal each and every one. Okay, so how to define a function. Okay, what is a class? What is an object? Okay, we're going to learn the OOPS concept, OOPS concept, object-oriented programming language. Okay, so next is return keywords, import keywords, exception handling, and asynchronous programming keywords. So sync and await. These are the two. These are the two keywords that define these functions. Okay, till now, if you have any question, please let me know. So till now, you are all clear. Can
Yes.
anyone tell me what is PODMAS?
Like
Brackets
brackets of
of
It's a multiplication.
multiplication, addition, and subtraction.
Yeah.
So which we need to start perform the operation.
Yes, yes. So the Python has some specific rules, okay, in order to calculate which needs to be calculated first, okay, and which should not be calculated. Okay, we have some specific rules that is called as BODMAS rules in calculating the mathematical operations. So I'm just specifying one example. So calculation of, so just a simple example, okay, 1 plus 2 minus 4 by 5 into. Can you tell me what is that result we generally used to get? Here the concept of with parenthesis. So we should get an answer of around minus 4.2. So how we need to do this? Of this answer? The answer is minus 4.2, right?
Yes, got
Okay.
it.
Using the BODMAS rule, we can get to know the answer by using the parenthesis function. I am using the parenthesis here. Same thing. I try to give
One more packet to close.
yes, one part. Yes, one more part. So just see the difference. So using BODMAS rule, it got calculated as minus 4.2, right? When I try to give the same thing of 5 into 9 in brackets, the answer will change, right?
Yep. Because the priority of bracket comes
Priority of
first.
bracket is understood.
Yep.
So everyone, I mean, if you are clear, then just let me know. Go for one more example.
Yeah, clear.
You are clear?
Yes, Dil.
So this is the set of rules that was created in Python programming in making the calculations, right? Done. So second is conditional loops. Conditional statements or conditional loops. So we have, I mean, we have till now we have learned basic functions regarding variables, calculations. Okay, now we are going to learn conditional loops. How a condition will be given in a statement to decide what is the action that performs these conditions. Okay,
Okay. Before you proceed, I have one question regarding the previous one,
yes,
this
please.
print.
Yes, please.
So it's been saying that the data type is automatically defined. Now, can we control the precedence for this 2.9111 in the print itself?
2.9. See, that
The
is it.
result?
Yeah. See, the whatever the results that was print out, okay, is related to the precedence. Whatever you had told me the precedence, right? So it was already defined there. If I go
No,
for one
what
more,
I'm saying is like we want the result to be 2.911 only. I mean, two decimal places after point. Can we control that within print or?
yes, we can control. We have one more formula to, I mean, just a small syntax we need to get added. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, we can control it. Control the
okay,
float also.
got it.
So condition loop. And just the syntax was copying. So this is the syntax. Do you understand what is that syntax contains?
Yep.
The conditional loops consist of if, else, ELif. Okay, these are the three major syntax for conditional loops. Okay, to make a smart decision.
So ELif is similar to
Similar,
else if.
yeah, else if, yes, exactly. So we'll be dealing
Yeah.
one by one with an examples here. Okay. So now you got to understand what is the basic syntax and how a syntax is written for the if conditions.
Yep.
So small example, just you can understand. for 1 equal to 3 equal to 5. If number of 1 is greater than num2 or vice versa, okay, num2 are greater than num1, okay. So what is the print? Print. Yes. Yes. Print. Understood?
Yep. Semicolon is needed after if and else.
Exactly. Semicolon will identify the line, the
Indentation.
indentation line. Okay, if you are not good enough, then I can go for one more example. I mean, this is a basic syntax in learning this, how to make a if statement or the condition statement, okay, in implementation in our programming, okay. I will go by strings. So, user equal to female. No, understand?
Yep.
Now you got it right.
Yes.
Just changing. How is it? Now I understood what is the basic decision on the strings.
Yep.
Okay. So moving on, ELif statement. Got it? I'm just pasting the basic ELif statement syntax here. Okay, just understand the syntax. This is the syntax. If understood?
Yes.
The same example I'm just repeating here. Okay. enter, center. If user equal to understood? What should I write here? Like go for mail input. Now just understand the syntax and the execution here.
Okay, got it.
So got it, everyone?
Yes, sir. So any condition that it satisfies first will print out, right?
Exactly. The condition should be satisfied here. If you are done, please let me know. No, here what I am trying to say is, so just learning the Python language doesn't help you. So just go on keeping on working with basic syntaxes and how you can understand the writing the syntaxes in making a logic. Okay.
Okay, yes, sir.
So we have one more condition that is called nested if. Got it? How many condition loops are there? If else, elif, and nested if.
Okay. What's the difference between ELif and this nested if?
Yeah. So the elif and nested if based on the information that we are going to nested, right? So I've just already told you what is the basic rule of mathematical expression. BODMAS, right? Like this, nested if conditions also satisfied based on the if condition got satisfied, then else elif condition will be get satisfied. These are the specific rules are there.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
So I'm just providing you an example how we can define a nested if statement with a small example here. Okay. So this is the example. So let's get a username and password from user. Username is Hassan and password is 1234. And if the username and password is correct, get his age and print. Okay. If the age is under 21, right, you cannot get a driving license. So these are all the age restriction sites are there, right? So if you want to get apply for any driving license, you should have at least 18 years of age, right?
Yes.
So how would you know? I mean, how the computer know that the person who is going to apply is or having the age of around 18 based on his date of birth, right? Is understanding or not? Just let me know that, because I'm not getting anything response from your end.
Okay, got the requirement.
Yes, sir.
So username, I'm just mentioning username. Okay. So I'm just mentioning the username and password. Next, what we have to do, the input is taking as a username and password. Okay. And try to, so what is the second statement? If the username and password is correct, get his age and print like below. If the age is under 21, right, you cannot get a driving license, right? So if the age is 21 and 40, you may proceed to get a driving license. If the age is above 40, right, or please arrange a health certificate before applying. So we need to get these kind of statements, if statement, okay, by entering this username password, okay, which was given here, and try to implement, I mean, try to give our input as a age and print these commands. Now you understood?
Yes.
So I'm just mentioning the same here. If username equal to AHSAN, I mean, whatever I have written in there, okay, as Hassan, okay, username, and I just mentioned the same thing here, okay, and password.
So it should be password. We have given last name in the variable.
Sorry, tell me.
No, the password variable, I mean, enter password, right? The second variable should be password. You have given last name.
Yes.
The second line, he's talking about the second line.
Okay. Password. Yes. Understood?
Yep.
Age. So just see the logic here. Okay. Age equal to integer. Okay. Input. I'm just inputting the age here. Just read the second line. Get his age, right? Understood?
Yes.
Till now clear?
One question here. So
Yes.
in previous examples, when we have used this input function to get string value, we didn't define the data type. Like we have defined here, int, outside the input.
See, int is nothing but an integer. Okay, whatever the data or input what is getting, we have to keep it an integer. So can you please look into the last session how to convert the integer into a float? Okay, float to boolean. Okay, like this, strings. Just go through that thing.
Okay.
So the age is a fact. The age is a variable which consists of integer, right? As an object. Understood?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now we have to put the condition.
Age is at present 21. Print cannot. See, just make a condition here. You cannot get a driving license, right?
Yes, sir. Now ELif.
Age.
Sir, can't we write like 21 less than age less than 40?
So the question is, you can see. I'm just mentioning it is a basic syntaxes. How a normal programmer, okay, basic level programmer, try to understand from the beginner, okay, beginner level.
Okay.
You can change it to some other functions, okay. Just mentioning everything in 2 lines of codes. Understood? Else, print in back. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So when I try to go for the input of this thing, what shall I give here? Which condition we need to?
Second if statement.
Now you are clear?
In one place I'm confused.
Yes.
So what's the data type for this password input? It is integer, right? Or
Integer,
string?
exactly.
Integer.
Ah.
Now, my question is, we are taking integer with simple input.
Exactly.
Now, when we are taking the input for age, we are specifically mentioning the data type as int. Now, I want to understand what's the difference between taking inputs for password and taking input for age.
See, let me tell you, this is one entity, username and password. Okay. The age is a factor. It is dependent on the integer, whatever you have just told me. Okay. The username and password is just a preliminary check. Okay. After preliminary check, he has to identify his age, right? After checking this age, he has to tell or the computer has to tell that the person who is under this age cannot get license less than 21. So this is one entity stating this is the username and password.
If I remove the int, will it create any error?
Here,
Yes.
so it will create an error. Just making sure. Yes, huh? Just look at
Yes, sir,
that.
that's what he's asking. Like, the data type of input for the first two lines is always a string, right?
Yes.
Like, yes.
Yeah, that is what my question was. It 1, 2, 3 is also sticking as string.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now got it.
Understood?
Yep.
Yes.
Till now clear?
Yes, clear.
So if you have any questions till now, please let me know. Okay. So one more topic, the small area I would like to cover is differences between standard parentheses. Okay. Next is square brackets. Does anyone having any idea about what I'm supposed to give these questions? Do you have any idea about this?
It may be a list or tuple,
Exactly.
or
So where should
function.
we use this standard parenthesis? Okay. What is the significance of standard parenthesis? Okay. In creating variables. Okay. Square brackets for list or dictionaries. Okay. Curly brackets for sets. If you are well known about this topic, we can move. We can move further.
No. We don't know. We don't know.
No, we don't know. We can continue the same.
We can continue, right? So, first of all, why should we take this standard parenthesis? Standard parenthesis is nothing but defining the order of operations in mathematical and Boolean operations. Okay. Example, standard parenthesis. First of all, understanding invoking the functions. So these are the functions of standard parenthesis where we are going to use. Okay. Second is creating the instances. Instance level creation. We used to work for standard parenthesis and generators. These are the four areas where you use standard parenthesis. Okay. So what do you mean by invoking the function? So invoking the function is nothing but when calling on the name of specific functions, okay, without following the parenthesis, will make the function object and will never call this function itself. Okay. For example, I will show define hello. So the function here is, so I have invoked the function called define, okay, with a hello statement. So here the calling on the name of a function without following it by parenthesis. Here the calling of function is not, the parenthesis has never defined, right? So it is taking too much time, but it should not get an output. Okay. It is taking too much time. I don't know what is happening here. So I will go for this thing. Okay. So you just run this. Okay. Just taking time, some time. So I will be dealing with this invoking the functions. Okay. So I will go for creating an instance. So instance creation is nothing but a process of creating a new objects from classes. Do you know what do you mean by classes here? What do you mean by classes and objects? Classes is nothing but a prototype, which is nothing but an information that every object should consist of a class. Okay. So what is the main understanding here is, so when you are trying to build any data types, okay, within the instance creation, okay, you have to build a custom related things like string, integer. So these are the data types, right? Float. So when you are trying to create any instance, it will automatically create through by standard parenthesis itself. Okay. Understanding or not?
Yep.
So second one is generators. So generators are nothing but a special kind of iterations, okay, where we are going to avoid the data, the too much of data inside our memory. So that means I will tell you what is the condition here. So when I try to go for number equal to number into 2 for num in range 10. Okay, in the meanwhile, so generators are nothing but a special kind of iterations where we are going to load the too much of data inside the memory. Okay, we can make each element run one by one. That is called as an iterations. Okay, so just this in this example, I'm trying to generate the range of numbers from 0 to 10. Okay, with 0 to 10 in the multiplication of 2 into 2. So it is not running now. Yeah, just understand this. What I have written. So I am just generating a variable which is multiplied into 2 within the number range from 10 and just printing this number. So these are called as generators. Understanding or not?
So here 10 means we will get up to 10 digit, or we will get 10 numbers
10 numbers,
after
10
multiplication. Okay.
multiples,
Okay, means 0 to 9.
0 to exact.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
So square brackets. I mean, where is the standard parenthesis work for? In invoking the functions, creating an instances. That means creating an object level information here. Okay, like strings, integers, floats. Okay, and generators. Understood? The square brackets are usually used in list. Okay, lists are nothing but a mutable collections. Okay, which is the one of the advanced type of Python data types. Okay, so we'll be covering in the next session what is the list, what is tuples, what is sets, dictionaries. Okay, and curly braces we are going to use in creating the dictionaries, creating the sets, creating the dictionaries. Dictionaries is nothing but key pair values. And format strings. Okay, got it? So the curly braces are used in these three core areas, that is creating the dictionaries, creating the sets, and format strings. Where are the curly braces used for? Tell me. Creating the
Okay.
list. Okay, we will be dealing how to create a square brackets. Okay, and curly brackets. Okay, in the upcoming classes when you are trying to learn the data types called list, strings, tuples. Okay, dictionaries, sets. Okay, we are going to learn on this. Understood
Okay.
till now?
Yes.
So if you have any questions, so tomorrow we are going to learn, okay, data types of Python. Before going into that, so if you have any questions, please let me know on this. And one more thing, if you have any questions in uploading or creating a new Python notebook, please let me know.
Sure.
And you have to submit your assignments today at the end of the day, okay, to the admin.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. Good day.
Thank you.